So we always see the beautiful tours of luxury mansions that are perfectly designed and delicately decorated throughout, but you never see it when it's currently under construction. That's right, like every house out there that's built, there is a construction phase, and I'm gonna walk you through one today. So don't worry, there's gonna be dust. Not everything is going to be done, but if you've got a vision and see how it's gonna be put together, I wanted to point out the process of actually building a custom luxury home in the North and South Carolina area. Now, this particular home that we're at right now, it's a few weeks out from CO, which means certificate of occupancy, meaning it's passed everything with flying colors. It's still a little ways out, but we are so close. So it's the perfect opportunity to walk through and explain some of the nuances of custom construction and what this looks like in the process. So let's go in and take a look. So if you're looking for everything Charlotte, North Carolina and South Carolina, the good, the bad, and everything in between, you've come to the right channel. Be sure to go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and you'll stay up to date with everything that I post having to do with the region. Now, if you want to be notified every time I post a video, which some of you do, be sure to click that notification button, and I'll be sure to send you a notice every time I post a video. Now, on this channel, because of this channel, I've connected with so many of you, and every single day I have people calling, texting, emailing, setting up Zoom invites with me to talk about their move to the Charlotte and surrounding areas. So if you are curious, go ahead and drop down into the box below where the description is. I have my phone number, email, as well as a link where we can set up a Zoom and talk about your move. Now, whether it's 9 days or 90 days from now, if you're going across the country or just across town, be sure to reach out, and I'd be happy to make your move everything you want it to be. So right now, I am standing in what will be the living room of this magnificent home. Now, the layout is fantastic, and this particular video is gonna be a little bit more of a raw cut. You're gonna follow me around this house, and I'm gonna point out some of the nuances that you maybe didn't know about new construction. So let's start from the top. I'll meet you in the foyer, and we'll talk a little bit about what they're doing when it comes to the layout of this house. All right, so you might notice behind me these very secure doors. Now, of course, while this house is under construction, there are very different security means, and this will do it. So what will be replaced here, as you can see, is this beautiful arched doorway, double door. And what I'd love to point out is the ceiling in here. So the ceiling is also an arched type of style, which I think is just gorgeous. And it follows through all the way into the living room with the vaulted ceilings. Now, where I'm standing right here is the main foyer, and off to my right is a large laundry room on the main floor, as well as a closet and another closet over here. You can never have too few closets. So follow me, because over this way is the actual first floor primary suite. That's right, there are two primary suites, the first floor one and the second floor. Let's go check it out. Oh my gosh, I love this room. So this room, it is absolutely gorgeous. We've got vaulted ceilings throughout this, but it's not your standard vaulted. And I bet you that if and when someone decides to design this home, if they do dark ceilings, it's gonna pull that size even bigger. At least it'll be an illusion. So the floors throughout the home are actual real hardwood, and they are about that thick, all tongue and groove. It's beautiful wood. So in this room, we have built-in speakers, a large double door slide, which you see the guys working out there right now. And they also have this built-in fireplace. So I personally love a fireplace in a primary suite. So we've got our fireplace right here, and on the opposite wall is the living room where there's another fireplace. We're gonna see that in just a minute. Now, one other thing I am gonna point out about this particular room are all of the windows. Now, this would be where your bed would go, so it gives a little extra light, but still has the privacy. So now let's go check out this bathroom. So we even have pocket doors coming in here, so it alleviates all of the nuisance of having to swing a door open, but then you can't slam it. Anyway, let's take a look at this bathroom. So the way that they design this is you've got dual shower heads, one on either side with a partition. Now, this is going to have a glass enclosure, so for those of you that get a little bit chilly when you get in the shower, that will happen. I do want to point something out very interesting though. So the actual tile of the, or texture of the tile, should I say, that they used in here, it has a little bit of a wave to it. So it catches that light, and it's so much better than just your standard travertine or marble or really any flat, simple, boring tile. And they mixed it up. So when they chose this base tile, they also wanted to incorporate a little bit of white, a little bit of sheen, but I love the orientation that they put this tile work in because it still gives it some intrigue. It's not too busy, and you have this beautiful metal spacer that goes in between it to allow that transition. Now, something you don't see from that end, but come around here, there's also these adorable, I'm calling them adorable. They're cute, they're small, they're quaint, but they make sense. This is where you're gonna hold all of your soaps and shampoos, and you don't see it from the other areas. So this right here is what I call genius, my friends. In addition, they match the tile to the floor. Very good work, very good work. I love this bathroom. Now from there, we do have your 2 vanities, and I'm gonna point out a little bit when it comes to custom. If you walk into your custom home, you're probably gonna think, it's always gonna be neat and orderly and tidy. This place is covered in dust. That's okay, you're not moving in today. In addition, you might find writing all over your walls. Now I know we always tell our children not to do this, but when you're in construction, it is an everyday occurrence. See, when you have trades that are coming in doing work and you wanna make sure you're properly relaying that information, sometimes drawing it out and just putting it in layman's terms makes it easier. So if you actually take a look at this, you're gonna notice it matches exactly what we just saw in that shower. They're gonna make sure it's in all the bathrooms and all the bedrooms, so everything goes where it's supposed to. You're even gonna notice here in a second that they write on your cabinetry. Can you believe it? Come on through here. So again, we have pocket doors. But if we come in here, this is where your washer and dryer is gonna be on your primary bedroom on your main floor with additional storage and a sink. So gone are the days of you trudging all of your clothes across the house. Now let's take a look at one of my favorite features. Now, you can access it through here or through the bathroom, but we're gonna go this way and check out your closet. This is your closet. Now I know you might be confused. It kind of looks like a bedroom, right? No, this entire room is a closet with custom cabinetry throughout. Now this is gonna alleviate the need for you to have any kind of dresser drawers or bureaus in your bedroom, which makes it feel even bigger and organized. So you might be thinking, well, what is this gonna be? Right here, as well as right under here, which is why you see these little spacers, is actually going to be probably either quartz or granite countertops. So you have a perfect place to get ready in the morning or evening. Now, I'm gonna point out, look at all of the writing all over your cabinetry. Don't worry, it's gonna get covered, but it makes sure that the installers know exactly where to put it. That's the magic of a custom home and doing new construction, is that you're going to have things that are constantly going to be covered up, and you would never know once you move in. So let's check out the rest of the house. So we are back in the main foyer, and this brings us into your living room, your dining room, and your kitchen. Now, one of the unique facts about this particular house, can you tell it's very wide and open? The ceilings are tall, but one of my favorite features is actually the coffered ceilings, not only in the dining, but also in the kitchen. When was the last time you saw coffered ceilings in a kitchen? So if we imagine this wood is not here, we have a huge living room. Now, we're gonna go ahead and focus on the fireplace for a second. What you're gonna see there is there's a stone fireplace with a gas, so you can put a gas insert in there, but on both sides, you can have these gorgeous bookshelves. And that's gonna open out right onto your covered patio area. Now, you might notice it might be a little dark in here. Why? Because we're under construction. Yes, there is AC, so I'm not sweating right now. However, the light fixtures have not been installed, so just bear with us. This is how we go through construction. Now, one of my other favorite features of this home is this bar right here. Check this out. You know, if you're having people over to hang out, do you want to hang out in your kitchen all the time? No, you want a location where you can gather. So this entire area is gonna have custom cabinetry. It's going to have custom cabinetry here. It's going to have a beautiful bar top and overhang where you can put bar stools. And this is going to be a centerpiece in this area. Now, what I want to point out is, because it's all open floor plan, this will actually allow you to lead right out onto the back deck. And I'm going to point this out because we're going to go take a look at it right now. The way that this room is oriented and the house is oriented, you're always looking out at the backyard, and they made full advantage of that by putting sliders at every available viewpoint. So it's like the whole back part of your house is a big old window. So let's check out this kitchen real quick. So this kitchen, in case you haven't noticed, is quite large. Look at the size of this island. Now, it's very difficult to find any kind of counter that you can get in one slab, and they did it in two. So it's actually split right down here. Now, this is not finalized. It's not completed, which means there's gonna be a lot more work done in here, as you can tell. However, it's an extremely workable kitchen. Not only is there a gigantic island here, great for entertaining, but inset here is going to be your stove and oven. Now, if I know the builder well, and I do, it's probably going to be either Viking or Wolf appliances throughout the home, which is stellar. Now, you do have your refrigerator hookup here, and here's the next part. This is your dining area in here, and you, of course, have what? Custom cabinetry. That's right. So this would end up taking the place of, let's say, your china cabinet or hutch or something of that nature. It's all gonna go right here. So on this same floor, just behind this wall, is the second bedroom on the main floor. Let's go take a look. This is your second bedroom on the main floor. Now, very similar to the primary bedroom on the main floor, you've got those high windows, which is gonna give a lot of privacy, and you have your own private access out to the back porch. Now, this is facing the back of the house, plenty of light, plenty of windows. Like I told you, the electricity is not on. We do not have lights in this house right now, but there is plenty of natural light. In addition, just like the rest of the house, they have built-in speakers in this room, so you have sound no matter where you go. Now, here is our, and I'm gonna watch my step here, remember, active construction site. Here is the bathroom. Now, once again, we were talking about subway tile. There's a lot being done with the subway tile, and it's not your standard method of doing it. This is another way. With the dark grout, you also will never see any stains. I love when a good thought comes together. Now, just like we talked about earlier, we've got our plans written over the sink just to make sure everybody knows what's supposed to be happening. And looks like they nailed it. So here's a cool little spot. We're gonna sneak right on through here. So in this particular area, there's a nice little spot, and it's a nook for what? Your dog. Everybody knows I love dogs, and this would be so helpful to have if you have a pooch yourself. Now, granted, we've got temporary stairs here. These will be completely built in by the time the home is completed, and then you will have full access to be able to wash your pet at the correct height. No more stooping over the tub to try and do it, or trying to hose them down in the backyard. Nope, they get their own shower as well, and matches the same styling as the spare bedroom. So as we come in through here, this is the scullery. Now, the scullery has a sink and plenty of cabinetry and countertops, but what is it for? Remember the butler's pantry of old? They're about this big, and they go between your kitchen and your dining room. Yes, many homes still do have them, but when we take a step up into the custom realm and into more of a luxury home, they opt for a scullery. Why? Because it's far more usable. Not only is its own room just off from the kitchen, but you can keep all of your mess put away so you don't have to look at it. Now, this house goes one step further. It not only has a scullery with a ton of cabinetry, it also has a full pantry. How great is that? Now, of course, it's still under construction, so no, there are no shelves in there right now, but there will be. So there's one other really cool little niche that we're gonna show on the inside of the house before we check out the rest, and just, I love it. So in here, this is the door that comes in from the garage. So you have this great little drop zone in here that's behind a door. So it's actually got cabinetry and a countertop, but check this out. Do you see this little half door right here? And the cute little one that's actually finished? Guess what? This goes all the way back and around, and your dog actually has his own bedroom. They think of everything. So let's check out this beautiful 3-car garage before we go deeper into the house. So this is what you call a real 2-car garage. This garage is huge. Take a look at it. It has 2 dedicated doors, and you could certainly fit a Yukon XL or Suburban and another SUV or even a truck in this without having to raise the roof in any way. Now, in addition, it also has a 3rd garage off that way, which you could use for storage or an additional vehicle. Either way, there's plenty of space. So the 2nd floor has 3 additional bedrooms and 3 additional full bathrooms. Now, none of these bathrooms are shared. In fact, they're all dedicated baths. Now, in this main hallway area, we've got a storage closet as well as a linen closet, and we have a huge laundry room. I absolutely love this laundry room. It's massive. So let's take a look at the bathrooms, but the bedrooms as well. Let's face it, we're all here for the bathrooms. Let's go look. So in here you have what I would consider your standard bedroom. No, there's nothing too terribly exceptional, but the sizing is fantastic. In addition, there's a very large walk-in closet, but here's my favorite. I love bathrooms. So let's look at this bathroom real quick. Look at this bathroom. Now, again, detail work. They matched the nook to the floor. They went with a hexagonal floor on the outside, and they did go with a subway tile, but it's a little bit different. There's a little bit of coloration to it. It's a slightly gray, almost as if it's been sponge painted, and not by somebody, but professionally. But the actual coloring is gorgeous. This is gonna be all glassed in. Toilet will go here, and you're off to the races. So this is your second bedroom on the second floor. You've got a closet off this way, a closet off that way, plenty of storage. Once again, also a dedicated bathroom. So this bathroom actually used the same plan, the same colors and tile work as the previous bathroom, making them matching. I still think it's a great choice. And once again, this is gonna be glassed in. There's a lot of things that don't happen in a house until the very end. So we're just a few short weeks from somebody moving into this home, and yet you wouldn't know it. People work quick. So this room is at the end of the hall on the second floor. This is the second primary suite. Now, one thing I do want to point out about the way that this was designed, it's designed so it could potentially actually be maybe a mother-in-law suite, or for a family member that wants their own space, or for the nanny if you've got someone that's living in helping with childcare. This particular space was designed just for that. So one of the first things I want to point out, this area right in here, you've got outlets as well as Cat 5 cables set up higher on the wall where you could be setting up a TV. Now on the other side, what we see, there are plenty of outlets throughout, but you would be able to put a sofa or sectional right over in this space, making this a small living area. Now over here, this is where you would want to put your bed. Either here, I usually don't like blocking a window, but there's plenty of space to have a king or queen size bed coming right off of this wall, making this a nice little living area. Now there is more custom cabinetry coming. It's just not installed yet, but let's go take a look at the bathroom. So this is your second primary bath. Now, if we go by our notes on the wall, it looks like they hit all the nails on the head. Beautiful 2-sink vanity, plenty of custom cabinetry below. And right where my camera guy is standing right now is where the tub is going to go. So this will have a tub with a high window. Now over here, we also have the built-in shower. Check out the tile work that they chose. So they did kind of like a speckled almost type of tile. So it's got a little bit of movement to it. And then they inlaid these glass tiles. Now this is actually glass, see-through, clear glass. The backing on it is where the color is, and they've got a slight metallic, I would say, twirl to it. In addition, they inlaid this in the back and of course matched it to the floor. I love this tile. It gives a little bit of pop of color, exactly what you need in this space. Now, of course, no primary bath would be complete without the throne. Yes, the throne room or marriage saver is also here. So I'm also gonna show you the primary upstairs closets. There's 2 of them, that's right. So your first one is off this way and the second one off this way. We're gonna go smaller first. So they put custom cabinetry everywhere and custom closets in all the closets. I love this. So this is all completely built out, or it will be, and you're gonna have drawers over here and all kinds of hanging options. I love it. But this is the smaller of the 2 closets. That's right, let's go check out the bigger one. And here is the big closet. Now this particular one is set up, ladies, I'm calling you out on this one. I am here with you. This particular closet could actually have either a stand in the middle or perhaps a bench and have clothes all the way around. Now they have not put in the custom hanging or cabinetry in here yet, but it is coming. Who wouldn't love this closet? Holy moly, this yard is absolutely gorgeous. But one of my favorite parts about it isn't just the pool. It's the fact that the whole rear portion of the house is a covered patio. That's right, fully covered. We've got wood, board and batten all the way throughout, and I'm gonna show you all of it. But first off, look over here. This is the outdoor kitchen. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but this is where there's gonna be a lot of cookouts and grilling going on. Right in through here is where you're probably gonna wanna set up your dining area outside, and it comes right in off of that kitchen space, so that's gonna be perfect. Now, as we head over this way, this is where you're gonna have more of your living area. Why do I say that? Because there's a fireplace, of course. Right over here is this huge fireplace, goes all the way up, and as you look up a little bit higher, you can see a lot of the accent work that they did, from the ceiling options that they chose to the trusses. Everything is absolutely gorgeous. Now, there's a little hidden piece that I didn't show you about the primary bedroom on the first floor. Right in through here, again, still covered, is your own private, I'm gonna call it semi-private, outdoor patio space. This is right off, so this right here, these are the double doors to that primary bedroom that's on the first floor. So you've got this huge covered area for your own little oasis, and yes, they're all pre-wired for ceiling fans. So for all of those out there that are suffering from the heat, you'll be fine. Now, the last and final piece, what would make any luxury home a luxury home? The pool. Now, it's not finished yet, but let's get a little bit closer look at it. This pool is almost complete. As you can see, they're still doing work on it, but it's gonna have a hot tub that leads into the main pool area. What I love about this is it's not right on top of the back patio. You've got a little bit of distance, and there's still going to be plenty of landscaping done out and around. So what do you think of this home? What do you think the price point is? I'm gonna give you a few details that I didn't give you inside. This home is 5 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms and a half bathroom, and it's 6,000 square feet with this beautiful, humongous covered outdoor area and a pool. You ready for it? This home is between 2.3 and 2.5. Now, why am I giving you a range? I'm giving you a range because it's not on the market yet, and the market shifts daily. So before we go to market, we will figure out what the price will actually be, and I'll be sure to give you an update. But as of right now, the way it's looking, it'll be between 2.3 million and 2.5 million on the open market. So I hope you enjoyed this tour and got a little bit of an education on what it looks like before it's shiny and new. And if you're thinking about making the move, whether it's 9 days or 90 days from now, or whether it's across the country or just across town, drop into the comments in the description below, should I say, there's going to be all of my contact information. Give me a call, a text, an email, set up a Zoom call. I will help you figure out whether you want to purchase a resale home, build a home, or buy one that's already been built. There's so many options, you cannot go wrong. So until next time, I look forward to showing you around town.